Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Jackie if you are here for the first time. Today I have an exciting story to share with you all. Recently, there was this purchase of a large amount of coconuts in the house, and given that I'm a lover of coconuts, I started thinking of how to conserve them so that they don't get spoiled. So I decided to challenge myself by making coconut sweets at home for the very first time. The idea of creating something delicious from scratch made me both nervous and excited at the same time. As I struggled to cut open the bag of 25 coconuts, I just couldn't help but feel a rush of anticipation. After a long struggle, I finally opened, and with my tools assembled, I was thinking of how to work on this bag of 25 coconuts, thinking of so many ideas. I was really nervous, so I was trying to think of what ideas I could get so that if this plan doesn't work, or if plan A doesn't work, plan B will work. So guys, I started by cracking open my coconut with the help of a hammer, while being so careful because I can't afford to lose the juice that is inside. I was impatiently waiting to break it open, get the juice, get it chilled and drink before I continue. After carefully breaking open my coconut, I poured the juice into a glass and put it in the refrigerator to chill. I went ahead to place my coconut in the air fryer for a short while. Heating up the coconut shell or heating up the coconut helps to separate the flesh from the shell easily. With the help of a knife, it was easy to get the flesh without so much struggle. main aim of focusing on this one was just because I wanted to taste before continuing the cumbersome process. After using the hammer for a while, I even noticed that with or without the air fryer, I will still get rid of the flesh. I don't know what magic the hammer was doing to the coconut, but it was pretty easy to get rid of the shell or to separate the flesh from the shell. But there's an unfortunate thing that happened. Most of the coconuts were bad. I remember that when the coconuts came home, they stayed for just, I think it was 2 days. But I was so shocked that when I took the bag and I was cracking a lot, like more than half of it was bad, and it made me really sad. As you can see, this is all I could get from that whole bag. The rest was all rotten. So after that, I washed everything. I cleaned them up nicely and got my tools to start grating. I started grating with a bigger blade, but eventually changed because the sizes were not looking attractive. They were just too big for my liking. I decided to change to a smaller blade, which gave me perfect sizes. After carefully grating all the coconut, I estimated a considerable amount of sugar, that is enough to sweeten my snack, and I poured it inside a pot. I think the sugar was just about a cup. Then I added also a cup of water. Some nutmeg, and then I stir. At this point, everything has melted. The sugar has melted enough in the water, so I'm just going ahead to add my shredded coconut inside and stir very well. I just have to make sure that the shredded coconut absorbs all the sugar uniformly. Everything was well incorporated at this point, and I noticed that there were some patches of brown shreds here and there. One very important thing to take note is the fact that I cooked this on medium heat, not low, not high, but medium. The anticipation was too much to bear, but I knew the wait would be worth it. I decided to experiment with the air fryer to see what the outcome will be. At some point, I decided to place some in an air fryer or in the air fryer to see what the outcome will be. With a sense of excitement, I took a bite of the coconut sweet I had created. The combination of sugar, nutmeg, salt danced on my taste buds, creating a flavor that I haven't experienced in a long time. And ta-da! See how it looks, guys. Is this not beautiful? See how golden this looks. The process of transforming just these few ingredients into a delicious treat filled me with a sense of accomplishment and joy. I can't wait to continue experiencing and exploring new recipes and flavors in the kitchen. Thank you for following along, and please don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more delicious recipes. See you again in another video. Bye.